In this video, I'm going to share 3 critical steps for faster, thicker hair growth. Now, I'll be honest, regrowing hair that's already been lost is a hard task. Most people simply won't see much visible regrowth, even with the most aggressive treatments. But here are 3 lesser known steps that will massively help the amount of new hair growth you can see in the next 3 to 6 months. Stack the odds in your favor and follow these 3 steps if you want much better hair growth. Number 1, stack your treatments. If I had to name the top result to emerge from hair loss research in the past 40 years, it would be this. Combining 2 or more treatments easily outperforms any one of those on their own, and generally by quite a wide margin. Furthermore, the regrowth increments are generally not additive. In other words, if treatment A gives you an average of 10 hairs per centimeter squared and treatment B 12 hairs, then combining the 2 will often give you more than their sum. In this example, more than 22. As a quick example, minoxidil and microneedling on their own are roughly comparable in terms of regrowth, but combining these 2 can increase their effectiveness up to 6 times. Similarly, for minoxidil and finasteride, used separately, these typically lead to barely visible regrowth, but combined, they provide extensive regrowth on average. I should also stress that while any treatment on its own can often lead to a complete lack of response, so i.e. the person will continue to lose their hair, when you combine 2 or more clinically proven treatments, the probability that this will happen begins to approach 0. So in other words, you're much more likely to get a better result. The most popular trio of treatments that members of the hair loss community will stack are finasteride, minoxidil, and microneedling. At least at early to intermediate stages of hair loss, this stack can lead to extensive regrowth, occasionally to the point of almost complete restoration, although that's rare. Many guys will also add a supplement like vitamin D or a probiotic, as well as ketoconazole shampoo. Obviously, stacking treatments will cost you more money and more time, and it will also increase the risk of potential side effects. But for highly motivated men, the regrowth they will enjoy will usually outweigh these downsides by quite a wide margin. Okay, so on to number 2, lifestyle interventions. Many guys in the hair loss community focus basically all their attention, energy, and money at the first step that we just discussed. Basically, treatments, stacking them, tweaking them, refining them, cycling them, you name it. But when the attention on treatments clouds out everything else, then this can become a problem. To better understand this, if you want to consider hair loss for a minute, not just as a cosmetic problem, but as an actual long-term health condition. In other words, something pathological is happening in your scalp, something which is slowly killing your hair follicles and remodeling your scalp tissue. We'll return to this issue of scalp tissue changes later on in the video. Now, while baldness is obviously not a life-threatening condition, this is actually the case for most long-term health problems. For example, arthritis, asthma, heartburn, migraines, psoriasis, eczema, allergies, irritable bowel syndrome, depression. The list is truly endless. In almost all of these cases, mainstream medical opinion recommends a combination of treatments in the form of medications as well as lifestyle changes to support the body's natural healing mechanisms. For most health conditions, the number 1 lifestyle intervention involves cleaning up your diet. And if you think that what you eat is irrelevant to the health of your hair, then you're not familiar with the scientific literature of the last 20 to 30 years. There is now a massive amount of evidence linking hair loss to expressions of metabolic dysfunction like obesity, diabetes, and even heart disease. Balding men, and particularly those with hair loss at the crown, are around 80% more likely to develop coronary heart disease compared to those with healthy hair. Researchers have also found that overweight and obese men are more likely to suffer from hair loss, as are smokers. So when you consider that your hair follicles need an adequate supply of blood to thrive, and that obesity, metabolic syndrome, and smoking all impair circulation to the scalp, these findings are far from surprising. Aside from changes to your diet and quitting smoking, there are a number of more targeted lifestyle changes specifically tailored to hair loss. I'll list them here briefly, and if you want to find more information, you can check out our prior videos where we cover each of these in quite a lot of detail. So number one, install a water filter in your shower head. Most households in the US and Europe are serviced with so-called hard water, i.e. water with a high mineral concentration. Just as hard water can harm your pipes and appliances, hard water can also irritate your scalp, sometimes even to the point of full-blown eczema. Number two, don't wash your head with piping hot water. Hot water is an evolutionary novelty which our scalps are simply not designed to deal with. Those high temperatures will strip your scalp of natural oils and upset the microbiome. This can trap you in an endless cycle where you'll have to shampoo ever more frequently to relieve the dryness and the itchiness. Number three, avoid excessive hair products, and if possible, just cut them out completely. So by that, I mean things like gel, wax, and spray. They're not only loaded with potentially harmful chemicals, but will ultimately lead to buildup of gunk on your scalp, increasing the risk of dandruff and reducing the efficacy of topical products like minoxidil. Okay, number four is ditch your supermarket shampoo. While most shampoos nowadays will leave your head feeling nice and fresh, they are unfortunately loaded with harmful chemicals, things like sulfates, parabens, and formaldehyde. If you want a natural shampoo that's loaded with ingredients that will improve your hair growth, you can check out the Hairguard caffeine shampoo in the link down below. Okay, back to the main list. Number three is mechanical stimulation of the scalp. Mechanical stimulation of the scalp is so fundamental to the health of your hair that it rightly deserves to be discussed separately. We touched on this earlier, but what most men with hair loss don't appreciate is that the hair follicle miniaturization is only part of the balding process. At the same time as the hair dies out, the tissue surrounding the hair follicle also undergoes profound changes. The previously healthy collagen that surrounded the follicles now proliferates out of control, forming this microscopic scar tissue, which can basically be very difficult to remove. Eventually, this scar tissue replaces the hair follicles altogether, leading to more or less irreversible baldness. As a result of these changes, the scalp skin hardens, thickens, and feels noticeably stiffer to the touch. While there is no real consensus on exactly what drives these pathological changes, an increasingly popular theory suggests that it is the result of low-grade chronic inflammation in genetically susceptible individuals. This inflammation, in turn, triggers the scarring and hardening of the scalp tissue, which gradually chokes the follicle, depriving them of the space they need to grow, as well as adequate supply of blood. And the reason the scalp becomes inflamed in the first place involves it being chronically tight. This tightness arises as a result of the tension transmitted to the scalp from adjacent muscles in the front and back of the head. In line with this, those parts of the scalp with the highest levels of tension, namely the frontal and crown areas, are also the most prone to baldness. When you consider all this, the answer to the hair loss problem becomes obvious. Relieve that tension. Just like massaging a tense limb will cause it to loosen up, the same is the case with your scalp. Massaging your scalp on a regular basis will eventually loosen it up, becoming noticeably softer, as well as reliably increasing the blood that flows through it. Because using your bare hands to do this can quickly become rather tedious, a much better alternative is to use a specialized device like the Grow Band. The Grow Band provides an even pressure and consistent stimulation across the entire scalp, including areas which are difficult to effectively massage by hand. And because it covers a large area simultaneously, this reduces the time needed for effective scalp stimulation. It also requires minimal effort. Once you place it on your head and adjust the settings, it inflates and applies pressure automatically without you needing your hands. So with your hands free, it allows you to go about your normal routine whilst the Grow Band does all the heavy lifting of massaging your scalp and reducing that scalp tension. To experience the benefits of effective and effortless scalp stimulation, head over to hairguard.com and learn more about the Grow Band Pro. It's gaining massive popularity recently because of its ability to attack that root cause of male pattern baldness. Okay, if you've got any questions, leave them down below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.